Good afternoon, good morning to you, and welcome to the Snapshot BI series, part of the 14-minute webinar series. I say series because there are two webinars on Snapshot. This one today is just giving you a quick overview, and next week we'll talk about customizing the dashboards. My name is Peter Whaley, and I'm joined by our moderator, Adrian Smith, who will handle all your questions. And the 14-minute webinar series has a very simple format. We look at the key problems and we then demonstrate how we solve those key problems. If you see value in Snapshot, you can trial it too for 14 days. These webinars are listen only, but you can pop us a chat question. There's a little chat box and it's recorded, so you'll get a copy of that too. Now, if you've just arrived, you've been sent a referral to this webinar, and you have no idea what Snapshot is, well, Snapshot is an instant business intelligence tool or solution that plugs directly into your accounting apparel. And once it does that, it trawls through the accounting data and produces a range of instant dashboards with nothing more for you to do. But if you do want to do more, you can customize it further, and partners can create new dashboards quickly and easily for you. Okay. Let's have a look at the key problems solved with Snapshot. First of all, the average business intelligence tool is, well, quite often not that easy to implement. Snapshot solves that problem. And how would you implement Snapshot? Let's show you how quickly and easy you would implement Snapshot. On the snapshotbi.com website, you would go across to downloads. You would head across to the latest desktop version, hit the download Snapshot, view the installation instructions on how to connect your business database or talk to your partner. And once you've done that, Snapshot will then trawl through your business data and produce a range of instant dashboards. And that's as easy as that. That's how quick it is to implement Snapshot. Now, once you've done that, Snapshot will produce these dashboards in a variety of categories across the GL, across incidents if you're using Sage Evo, and you can use Snapshot with a variety of other vendors, inventory, down across to sales. So we'll go through a couple of these dashboards. That is how quick and easy it is to implement Snapshot. Let's have a look at some of the other key problems we solve. Well, often just getting to your data, viewing the data, filtering the data in dashboards or in reports with the average BI tool is just, well, it's time consuming. And it often takes just too long to upskill and get trained up. In the space of 30 seconds, I will show you how quickly you can get involved with Snapshot with very little training. Let's have a look back at Snapshot. So here's a range of dashboards. I'm just going to quickly collapse all those groups. I'm going to choose one of these dashboards here. Let's choose one of my favorite, the sales history trends. I click on that. I can choose a date. I'm going to make that from 2010. And once I click this OK, Snapshot goes into my live accounting data and produces this particular dashboard. So all dashboards have the same functionality. I'll show you. Each dashboard has the name at the top. You can decide how often you want the dashboard to refresh from the accounting system. And of course, you can filter down instantly. So there I've just taken off 2016 and 17. If you have card-based information here, I can click on that and the dashboard will then filter down to all of the New South Wales. Of course, if you're in another country, perhaps South Africa, that could be Western Cape, for example. And I can clear that master filter right over there. I can change the parameters of the dashboard right over there. I can make that from 2011, for example, and resubmit that. And then in this table-based information, I can sort on any of that data, and I can also customize the information down to, let's say, show rows where it's greater than perhaps, I don't know, 20, for example, and that'll filter further. So instantly, you have the ability to filter and customize the information very quickly. And I can reset that particular dashboard back to its original just by doing that as well. And I can then decide to send this whole dashboard once I've filtered either by print preview, or I can export it to a PDF. Or if I just wanted to send this particular table-based information, I can print preview it and then email it, or I can export it to Excel. That, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much the training you will need. And where will you get this training? Well, again, underneath customers, under customer training, there is a follow the bouncing ball manual, getting started manual for customers. And if you download that, it'll take you about 15 minutes to understand Snapshot. So there you have it. One other fact of life is most BI tools are just not easy to customize. And we've solved that problem with Snapshot too. Let's go back to Snapshot. I'll close that. Oopsie. And let's again collapse these groups. And let's choose perhaps an inventory analysis dashboard. So let's say across all of these dashboards, I want to look at this inventory supply and demand analysis dashboard. Well, when I click on that dashboard and I run it, and let's just say again, I'll take from 2010 and I want to go to 2018 and I choose to have 30 days of stock. When I press OK, the algorithms in this snapshot will pull an enormous amount of information which may scare the dickens out of you. So the information ranges from the valuation of stock, the current valuation, the sales by quarter and month, and then it has a wide batch of information ranging from the quantity of hand, the valuation of the quantity on hand, the quantity sold, the quantity on purchase order, and so on and so on. But I might say that's a very busy snapshot or dashboard, and I want to customize it. Let's show you how easy it is with Snapshot. I simply choose that dashboard. I hit Copy Dashboard. It then copies it across to the Custom Dashboard tab, which is over here. I press OK. I go to my Custom Dashboard tab. I open the inventory. And here I can see that that dashboard is in place that I've just copied. Now, what I can do now is I can open that dashboard. I'll use the Snapshot Dashboard Designer. And what I'll do then is I will customize it further. So let's do that. Edit. I'll change the name to Webinar. That's the name of the dashboard. And I'm going to click on Edit the Dashboard Layout. And now it opens the Snapshot Dashboard Designer. Here are the fields from my accounting system. There's the data items. And here's the Dashboard Designer, of course, with a huge batch of information. At the top here, you can see now I can quickly delete this particular overwhelming pie chart. It's done. I'll delete the valuation section. I'm not mad about that. And I can perhaps insert, I don't know, another pie chart. There it is. And I can start to drag item information across, perhaps the order number in the value section. And I missed that one, and perhaps the item code. And so I start to build and customize the information. I can save that dashboard. I've done that. I exit that. And that from now on is my dashboard all customized. Let's open that again. Webinar dashboard. And there you have it. So to customize the information with Snapshot, it's one more business intelligence problem tool solved. Most BI tools are meant for the finance team. What a load of rubbish. Snapshot, we can make our dashboards under the community dashboard section available to pretty much anyone. So we can choose to give the GL dashboards to the finance team, to overseas directors, to the CEO, to external accountants. We can choose to give inventory dashboards to warehousing people, to finance people. We can choose to give purchasing dashboards to others. We can choose to give sales dashboards to marketing team members, you name it. How do we do it? Clicking on settings, you go and you add different users, Susan, James, so on. And once you've added those users and given them access to Snapshot, then you would add permissions. So let's choose Susan. Let's give her dashboard permissions. And of course, Susan is in marketing, so we don't want to give her any GL dashboards. So none of these are ticked on the right. Let's just give her that. She doesn't care about incidents, but she might start to want to look at the top 10 customers. We'll give her access to that perhaps. And then she might want further down some really important information on perhaps sales. She might want to see customers with no sales. So let's give her access to that dashboard and so on and so on. I press OK, and Susan now when she logs in only has access to that dashboard. You can even give users access based on their roles. So once again, Snapshot solves one of the problems that most BI tools present you with. There's also often limited options for the incumbent BI tools in the market. We've solved that as well. Heading back to our website, underneath the product overview, you can see an opportunity to see any dashboard from any device, from any browser, and we allow customers to do that by downloading the Web Dashboards module. There's no additional cost, and from that Web Dashboard module, you're able to see any dashboards, again, permission-based. So this just gives you an example. There's at webservice.plussoftware.com.au. So that is the Web Dashboard section 2. And then finally, often the return on investment is a little difficult to see with the average BI tool, and the risk is, sometimes difficult to quantify. Snapshot, we have none of those problems. Sometimes with those particular products, there are large upfront fees, there's expensive annual fees, and the total cost of the BI software is expensive because of the additional consulting. And there's often, you've gone through all this training, and what if you've got the wrong BI tool? Snapshot solves all of those problems. First of all, there's no large upfront fees. How do you find the pricing? Head across to pricing. Let's say that you are sitting in South Africa, for example, and you're using, let's say, Sage Evolution. Then you'll be able to see instantly that there are the users from $13.50 per month all the way to unlimited users at $4,800 per month. There's no other software cost. That is a monthly fee, and you can cancel anytime. So we've taken away the risk there. In other words, you can go through the process of downloading Snapshot, connecting your database. You can see how quickly and easily it is to upskill. And if you don't like it, you cancel us. There is no contract. So that's pretty easy. The other important thing is, and it's my point over here, which is on the high total cost of software. Well, we often like to talk about Snapshot and that we've done the heavy lifting. Now, remember that once you connect Snapshot, all of these dashboards are available to you. So if you want to copy these dashboards, if partners want to start again, they can simply copy, and the heavy lifting has been done. So this brings down the total cost of ownership. So that is Snapshot. Now, this is obviously a 14-minute webinar series, and we have only given you an overview, but maybe I can quickly summarize. I see there have been a couple of questions. You can download Snapshot, get your partner to do it, or you could do it if you have a little bit of IT nuance. Connect your business system, and you will have instant dashboards. We've done the heavy lifting, so there's no need to start writing dashboards from scratch. There's a lot of them there instantly, and partners can write new dashboards quickly and easily too. So we've shown you how easy it is to customize. Of course, there is a little bit of training that's required there. There's no free lunches, but I guarantee you the customization is pretty easy. You can connect any SQL database, and therefore you can pretty much dashboard anything. And those dashboards that you saw there underneath the community dashboard, new dashboards are being added on an irregular basis, which means the whole community gets access to that. And how do you get access to that? Underneath settings, there's something called check for new dashboards. When you check for new dashboards, it'll go away to the cloud server and dump any new dashboards here in the community dashboard section. Pretty powerful stuff. There's no upfront cost. You can cancel anytime, and transparent pricing, as you see. And that brings us to pretty much 11 minutes in the webinar. And may I suggest you take some action. If you've got more questions, then ask your partner or ask Plus Software. Or if you'd like to try, then why not use our 14-day free trial, and that includes support as well. And you can get support from us or from your trained partner. And if you're happy from the trial, just pay monthly. There's no other upfront software costs. So I see we've come to the end. I see there are 3 questions. We've probably got time to look at 2 of them. Thank you, Adrian. The one we've answered, what's the costing? Go to snapshotbi.com, find the pricing page, choose your country, choose your vendor. That could be SAP, that could be Sage Evolution, it could be Cybers, it could be ABM, and the pricing will come up as well. The other question is from Jan Liebenberg in South Africa. Jan asks, Will this work on the South African currencies? When you connect Snapshot to your database, it takes the currency of your existing server or your existing desktop. So obviously it'll have all the fields related to your Sage Evolution or whatever vendor you're currently using. So that is it. The other questions we will answer direct, and that is it. Thank you very much for your time with our 14-minute webinar series. Today's session was on an introduction to Snapshot. Next week's session is on a little bit more detail on how to customize your dashboards. Adrian, thank you very much for your time today, and I wish you all a wonderful morning wherever you're sitting, or a good evening depending on your country. Goodbye for now.